Attention, Bears fans, something unsettling is happening behind the scenes at Soldier Field that could shake the team's foundations this season. While the team works frantically to adjust an offense that still hasn't clicked, a defensive veteran star seems to be under pressure to outshine his recent past to justify his high investment. Blunt statements from the coaching staff, unexpected strategies in training, and reactions from rivals show that the calm period may be about to explode into a whirlwind. Welcome! Show your support for the Bears by hitting 100 likes on today's video. Wide receiver DJ Moore, the central figure of the Bears' offensive sector in recent years, is going through a moment of transition and adaptation that has generated doubts and speculation. After 2 seasons in which he was constantly close to the 1,000-yard receiving mark, a benchmark of elite receivers in the NFL, his quiet start in training this year opened the door to questioning his actual role in the scheme commanded by offensive coordinator Declan Doyle. Moore faced a technical coming-of-age by playing alongside quarterback Justin Fields, with whom he built chemistry that resulted in 1,364 yards before the rear change. Now, with rookie Caleb Williams' arrival, that connection needs to be rebuilt, which may explain the apparent lack of explosion in the downfield connection. Declan Doyle does not hide confidence in Moore's versatility and points out that the team is still in the early stages of installing the offensive system. In his statements, Doyle emphasizes that although the plays are still being adjusted, the intention is to make Moore the key piece to balance the offense, functioning in a dynamic similar to what is seen between Amon-Ra St. Brown and his quarterback in Detroit Lions. Moore, in turn, publicly shares the perspective that the beginning of camp is more about fixing basic concepts and that his prominence in plays should grow as the calendar advances. This patience, however, hits the pressure that Chicago historically exerts for its offense to speed up production. But the challenge extends beyond the offensive side. The Bears' defense, updated with Dennis Allen's scheme, has shown vigor and efficiency that seem to put the offensive attempt in check. Moore publicly recognized the complexity presented by the defense, stating that every play is a mystery full of variations and unexpected blitzes, a reality demanding quick and efficient adaptation from the offense. The offensive coordinator even admits that in the first weeks of training the volume was high for players to get familiar with the terminology, but now the focus is on routines directed at specific players and how to feed individual strengths, especially Moore's. The outlook is not favorable for the offense at the moment, as defense dominance has been prevailing in preseason. Erratic plays, interceptions, and an unfavorable balance create a tense scenario. The Bears still seem to be in the learning and gradual performance phase, reflecting a known Chicago dilemma, the historic difficulty of balancing units so both offense and defense achieve effective synergy. However, Moore's experience, seasoned through diverse campaigns, serves as a reminder that a modest start is not synonymous with failure but a natural and necessary phase in fitting a system under construction. Meanwhile, looking to the near future requires analyzing not only Moore's performance and his offensive companions but also the expectations placed on a revitalized defense capable of directly influencing the superficial results of the rival offensive line. The question is, how long will the fans' patience endure this testing period? The answer depends on the Bears' response on the field right at the season opener. Moving on to another key figure in this team, linebacker Tremaine Edmunds, signed with pomp and yet so far underwhelming in Chicago, is being called back to his best form. His preseason debut showed glimpses of the aggressive potential that gave him fame in Buffalo, notably his interception on the first 11-on-11 play, a symbolic gesture of the defensive direction intended by Dennis Allen. Allen has placed his trust in Edmunds, highlighting qualities like size, agility, and speed, which are hard for opposing quarterbacks to overcome. However, Edmunds' performance, despite starting and logging a high volume of tackles, has fallen short of fans' and analysts' expectations, especially due to his high salary, which amplifies the pressure for solid and impactful deliveries. His drop in performance rankings according to Pro Football Focus, from elite in 2022 to a mid-level position in 2024, marks a decline that cannot be ignored. The causes of this decline are closely linked to last season's tactical system under Matt Eberflus, which favored a more cautious defense with fewer blitzes and focused on preventing big plays at the cost of limiting the disruptive potential of talented players like Edmunds. Comparatively, Dennis Allen's scheme more closely resembles Sean McDermott's aggressive and direct philosophy, emphasizing intense use of player instinct, frequent blitzes, and constant quarterback pressure. This change promises to free Edmonds to operate closer to the line of scrimmage, negating the overly preventive stance that limited his recent actions in Chicago. The expectation is that he won't just cover the middle field with his impressive range but will also become a weapon against the opponent's ground game, exerting a greater influence on the defensive game tempo. Furthermore, Edmonds is expected to occasionally blitz from the interior on delayed blitzes, a tactic fitting his physicality and speed plus his athletic ability to quickly reposition for disrupting passing plays. This new structure could maximize his impact and justify the team's investment in securing him for 4 seasons with a substantial annual salary, something that until now has not been clearly reflected in results. This defensive transformation led by Allen and marked by Edmonds' reunion with a style better suited to him could be the spark the Bears need to rediscover their competitive essence. The coach's optimism and the promising early training signs fuel hope that 2025 might be the redemption year for Edmonds and, as a consequence, for all of Chicago's secondary. Thus, while the offense shapes its identity under Caleb Williams and coordinator Declan Doyle's leadership, the defense resurfaces as a strong candidate to drive the Bears toward more consistent victories, especially with the awakening of a linebacker many considered forgotten. Balancing these two forces will be the true test for a team urgently needing concrete results to calm growing fan unrest. Final opinion: the current Bears scenario faithfully portrays a team in transition, with clear challenges on both offense and defense but also clear signs of progress. The biggest doubt is whether DJ Moore can fully fit the new offensive system and whether Tremaine Edmonds will regain his shine under Dennis Allen's guidance. If these two issues are resolved, Chicago could finally unite forces to become a real threat in the upcoming season. Fan, do you think DJ Moore will manage to revive his production to carry the team's offense? And will Tremaine Edmonds finally become the defensive protagonist the fans expect? Share your opinion and join this fundamental discussion about the Bears' future. Don't forget, like this video, comment your impressions, and subscribe to the channel to never miss heavy analysis about your favorite team. Together, let's follow every step of this electrifying Bears season. Characters count without extra spaces, 9,155.